For more than 8 decades, California Professional Firefighters has been the voice of frontline firefighters and their families in the halls of power. Over the past 6 years, CPF continued to build on this proud legacy of success with committed advocacy in Sacramento. Under the dome of the state capitol, decisions are made that shape how firefighters are paid, the benefits they can bargain for, the working conditions they face, and the resources they need to perform one of the most demanding and stressful jobs on the planet. The health and safety of our communities depend on fast, effective, fully staffed, and available medical response. That's why CPF sponsored legislation, Assembly Bill 40, that will hold hospitals accountable and get our members off the wall and back into the field.
We think that the changes that come with the passage of AB 40, like a 30-minute hard offload time for 90% of the calls that are within a LEMSA, is a huge step. And just having that as part of our process to get ambulances back in service is key.
The second part of AB 40, which will come in the new legislative session, is going to be the enforcement piece. I believe that it is very important that we attach a penalty and a fine schedule for violations of the 30-minute standard. That is going to be the piece that makes hospitals sit up and take notice that they can't use public agencies to augment their staffing. It's going to set us up that the APOT or the wall time issue is going to be in our rearview mirror as we move forward and away from it.
The health and safety of our members is paramount to CPF. California's firefighters are exposed to many known and suspected human carcinogens in the line of duty.
Cancer is killing our members at an astounding rate. The last memorial, half of the members we put on the wall died from cancer. The sad realization is we are never going to eliminate the risk of cancer, but we are getting more solidly focused on screening and testing to research. We have to draw the line in the sand. Nobody's going to protect firefighters like firefighters.
In 2020, led by Hayward firefighters, a resolution was brought forward at the CPF convention asking CPF to do more on cancer research in the fire service. We were able to introduce a bill in 2023, AB 700, and get California to create a firefighter cancer research program at the UC system.
My biggest goal from it all is for all our members to be able to go to the doctors and just request whatever type of cancer screening they want. I'm just grateful for CPF and the team for everything they did for us. You know, I put some pen to paper, but at the end of the day, they did all the hard work.
Firefighters are exposed to horrors that few others can imagine. Post-traumatic stress is a defining health and safety issue for firefighters.
Better part of the last decade, the CPF has been focused on behavioral health issues, and that focus has been across the board. In 2019, CPF worked with Senator Stern to bring forward SB 542, which established a workers' compensation presumption for post-traumatic stress injury. That successful legislation was signed into law. Subsequently, in 2023, CPF worked closely with Senator John Laird to extend the sunset on that post-traumatic stress injury presumption to 2029.
Where we are today has been a team effort from our local unions and local elected officials to our state organization, our national organization, the IFF, and our state legislature and Governor Gavin Newsom.
I can tell you without question that what we've done with the task force, what we've done with peer support and behavioral health in general legislatively, as well as policy-wise, we have saved firefighters' lives. We're seeing a decrease in suicides, suicidal ideations, depression, and anxiety, and that's important for what we do.
Protecting jobs. CPF's important effort to bring balance and accountability to state EMS policy, and, importantly, the paramedic disciplinary process.
Prior to AB 450 becoming law and becoming enacted, we were treated differently, and we were treated very unfairly.
It's a historic piece of legislation that basically gives firefighters and paramedics peer review when it comes to the final determination of discipline. That's a critical piece that other professions in the medical field have enjoyed for a lot of years, and now firefighters and paramedics can benefit by it.
The review board brings consistency, it brings common sense, and it brings fairness to a state-level disciplinary process.
When it comes to workers' compensation, CPF has worked to break the cycle that is victimizing firefighters stricken with presumptive illness. SB 1127 pushes back on and penalizes employers and administrators for cruel workers' comp denials for job-caused illness.
It changes the paradigm, it shifts everything, and it begins to put the level of responsibility back where it belongs, on the insurance companies and the third-party administrators to treat our members, to get them whole, and to get them back to work.
I literally, within months, noticed an increased frequency in the acceptances of these cases. And that's what it was intended to do, because there had become a business practice, I believe, to deny these claims. And I think that caused many third-party administrators and many employers to revisit that approach.
Our members oftentimes don't survive their illnesses. SB 1127 forces the third-party administrators to get our members' families benefited and taken care of as quickly as possible.
CPF also won additional support for firefighter apprenticeship training, including the EMT and paramedic academies, not only working to support and protect current and future firefighters, but also recruit and train the next generation of the fire service. We are your voice in the Capitol. In all, more than 36 new laws sponsored by CPF are now the law of the land, protecting firefighters, their families, and their communities. Many of the bills highlighted here originated at CPF convention. CPF's experienced and committed team of governmental advocates works tirelessly to promote firefighter concerns. When we stand together, we win together. Success through solidarity.